Well, the issue around the 13.4 million is the figure that the Department for Transport have determined in connection with the force majeure claim as to why there was so much inconvenience to passengers last year. So in good faith and with good grace, that is our proportion, and we are dipping into our pockets to pay that to get more passenger benefits back into the system. But also we need to take cognizance of the fact that the Gibb report, the independently produced report last week by Chris Gibb, identified that the problems of disruption are clearly laid at the trade union's door, and we're seeing that again today. So the company will stand up to its responsibilities, and we will move forward. We're glad that we've drawn a line under this with the Department for Transport, and we move on to continue to modernise this part of the railway, which is what GTR was set up for in the first place.
This isn't entirely the fault of the unions, otherwise the government wouldn't be fining you. The fine clearly reflects the fact that they say you have contributed to the problems.
Yes, I mean, there's no doubt that we have our own shortcomings, and we're sorry about those, but this is drawing a line under those. So we're making these investments in further improvements to performance, further reinforcement of staffing in some key areas, not least the onboard service supervisors who've proved so successful with the changes that the company's made in the last 8 months. So we're looking to move forward as part of the modernisation. This rail network has grown, has doubled in size in passenger numbers in the last 12 years, almost twice as fast as the rest of the UK rail industry. So it's important that, as well as the track and the signalling and the new trains that passengers are seeing, we improve and modernise our working practices.
Now, you've been quite critical of the unions, but surely bad management has a contributory part to play in this as well.
Well, we take our own share of responsibility, but let's be very clear about this. The RMT have caused 33 days of inconvenience and disruption to our passengers, and ASLEF have done likewise with the strikes that they've caused. And the calling today against a pay offer of almost 24% over 4 years to try to bring a conclusion to this dispute, it beggars belief that train drivers are rejecting that when many of the passengers, the vast majority probably of the passengers that we're carrying, couldn't dream of pay increases like that. So it is shocking and frustrating, and the timing of when those strikes are called is to cause maximum inconvenience to passengers and minimum disruption to train drivers and their pay packets.
But why is it, do you think, that the passengers to whom you've just referred regard Southern as the country's worst rail franchise?
Clearly our performance has put us at the bottom of the league table for some time. But as I say, the force majeure claim, the fine as you describe it today, draws a line under that. We've been improving our operational performance for the last 7-8 months. So we're 23% improved in our operational performance from where we were when I joined just before Christmas. We want to keep that momentum going. Our job is to serve our passengers. We want to do that day in, day out. And our invitation to the trade unions, is to join us in that. And many of our staff are thoroughly professional in the work they do. We want them to come and embrace the new working practices, which, as far as driver-only operation is concerned, operates across a third of the UK railway, and colleagues on Southern have been doing that since January without any problem.